the verdict. Josh, I don't know who went first last time.
I don't know either. It's been way too long.
But go, yeah. Give us your thoughts. Kick it off for us.
There's a little bit of slowdown shit when things get really messy, but Life Force does that too, and it's also great. So that's that's a criticism I'd say maybe someone pose on this, but I think that's kind of just the way Nintendo worked on any busy game. So I don't want to criticize it for that. It's long, too long probably, but that was a conscious choice. That was like they expanded it because it's a home version of this arcade game, so they wanted to give you more for your fucking $35 or $45 or however much this costs, even though in my mind it had to be $60.
Right?
Yeah. So, I think that's a deliberate choice that they wanted to be there because, players they thought wanted that. And I mean, you can't, I don't know how you criticize them for giving you more.
Right, especially playing quarters at the arcade. If you were good at it, if you were good at it at the arcade enough so that you wanted to purchase the home port, you want a little something extra. So right. I respect.
Yep. Yeah, man. I think it's a fucking great flying shmup. I don't know how anyone says otherwise. I don't see how you don't put it in the upper echelon of shmups on the system. If you gotta play one, which, I don't know how I feel about that, but if you gotta play one, it should be right up there with, Life Force and... I don't know, Life Force is the only thing I even want to put with it, to be honest with you. I can't think of another flying shmup. There's some land-based shooters. I really like Jackal and Heavy Barrel and shit. But Kari Warriors is a guilty pleasure of mine. But, flying shmups, not my fucking bag at all. And, this is, I don't know what else I would put ahead of this.
I don't know, man. I was with you right up until the end there. I was with you. So you're saying you give it the blessing? Is that what you're saying? Oh yeah,
sorry. I guess I didn't finish. The final boss too. Also, like I said, every bit of what I want out of those. It was hard, challenging, but still possible. And it, it gives you the accomplished feeling. Like all that shit's there, man. All that shit's there. And I just don't know how you don't give it the blessing. If within, I guess with the only caveat to it is that. If you are someone who somehow hates shmups more than me, flying shmups more than me, especially space shmups, then maybe you are not going to enjoy this at all, or enough to warrant the blessing, rather. But even with that caveat, I still want to give it to it. So yes, I want to give it the blessing.
Oh man! All right. What I expected, considering our very different experiences. I will say. I always ask whenever we come to this, did I have fun? I definitely had fun in the beginning, for sure. In the early on, it's very well done with the way that the enemies change. The boss battles they get difficult, they change. I get that, all the things we've said, and I understand that, and I do appreciate that. But for me, whenever I think of a flying shooter. And the things in it that normally cause me to have fun, it's like easy movement controls and escalating weapons.
But is it not? Well, I guess that's.
I'm
willing to admit
that's
not
me,
easy, but it's just different. I feel like it's like the Bionic Commando conundrum. It's like, the startup cost on this is fucking high, man. Like you just go into this and what do you mean? What do you mean I can't jump on a platformer? Like, what do you mean?
Right?
The fuck are you talking about? But if you play it enough to get used to that new mechanic, it is well done, I think.
But that's what I mean. Like it's got to be comfortable flying if it's going to be a flying shooter, and like. I was just never comfortable with that. Maybe if I went through and tried it again, because this is the only game that I owned and I gotta like it, so let me try, different things, then maybe using that Control B would have been much easier. I also think not having rapid fire and the fact that I am pretty much required to have an NES Advantage or some other type of thing. I can't just have my normal NES.
You could have just gone into the control set and changed because at least Nestopia does. I'm assuming.
No. Wait. Hold on. Time out though. But that's what I'm talking about. You're requiring me to go in and do extra stuff into a computer system instead of just being able to grab my handy dandy NES controller and you know what I mean, and just go into town with it. Instead, like I'm sweating, I'm exhausted, I'm like button mashing. You know what I mean? Like,
but even
it should not require me to have different software to really enjoy it.
You would have just grabbed your NES Advantage.
No, but I did not have an NES Advantage. That's what I mean. Like growing up, I never had one. So
you had no turbo controller at all.
No, I did not. I did not have a turbo controller. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna,
Jay,
if I'm renting this game,
what did you do to your parents that they didn't love you?
Oh my gosh! If I'm playing this game, if my mom is going, she's renting me this game after work, and I'm like, sweet, I got 3 days to play this game, and I'm playing this with my standard NES like I was just now. Only I don't have save states, and I don't maybe know that the backwards Konami code works. I am absolutely hating this game, and I'm just like, like 3 days later, thanks mom for renting this. Please don't rent it again. Like this is not so good. This is not so great. So so that's why, you know, if I think about this now, would I recommend it to someone? Only under very very particular circumstances. Like, would I consider playing it for fun if it was remastered? I might see how maybe it was I would check it out just to see if it was different in any way or if it's just like the exact same thing but different graphics.
Man, but it's the lean thing with the fucking VR controllers would be fucking awesome.
Right, like
triggers,
anything
like
else.
Literally lean with the triggers. Oh, it would be so cool.
But as currently constructed, man, I can't give it the blessing. Like I see what they did. I respect the fact that the arcade was one way. The commercials even reinforced that. Like, this is what we're dealing with. I feel like I need extra stuff. I need the NES Advantage. I need to be able to save state. I need, to be able to actually pick it up and have fun. And if I'm going on a trip, for example, and I'm just taking my normal stuff with me, if I just have my computer and I'm not bringing the NES Advantage, I'm not packing that, then I'm not playing this game. So I unfortunately cannot give it the blessing. Denied.
It's funny you say that. So I've been on fucking up in Malibu doing this flick, and I've been working nonstop since March. So I've needed to go somewhere pretty much all year long. Right. And yeah, like I will definitely, once I get things on coast mode with one of these projects, I will take my NES controller and fucking work on this shit in the office when I have downtime. And in this case, because I needed that turbo, I was like, there's no chance.
See? Exactly. You're proving my point, John.
But again, I think that's a shiesty ass way to discredit something because, yeah, either you have a turbo controller.
Josh, you're just saying you're being classist. You're just saying only the wealthy can play my game.
You, I have to go buy an NES Advantage, I didn't have one,
which in my mind was like $80 as a kid.
I'd have went out and panhandled. I'd have went out and washed windows at the fucking stoplight. I'd have done something to get my ass an NES Advantage for sure. If I didn't have any turbo controller, I don't even know. Yeah. I would have figured something. I would have fucking sweet talked grandma. I would have done something.
You know what? Maybe. I think I just uncovered something. Maybe this is why, to this day, I enjoy high DPS games where you got to go through rotations pretty fast because I'm just so used to, like, if I'm playing games as a kid, like, that's what I'm doing. Whereas you're just like, yeah, I'm on coast mode. Like, I'm not doing any of that.
That's very possible. It's very possible. Just yeah, for sure. That could be it. Yeah, what do you call that? That's the, I don't know, the economic significance of the caloric cost of video game input has less value to me because it's always been at a more easily obtained.
There you go.
Fair. Okay, so one of two. The last time we had a split, I think, was Dino Ricky, and it was in the other direction. I don't know if we've had a split where I went yes and you went no. Have we? I'll have to go back through the archives and
I feel like
verify
it's
that.
Often me yes, and if we're gonna get split. First time for everything.
Yeah. Well, no, we both are no on Captain Skyhawk. Never mind.
Yeah.